Good morning. As Chairman of the Hertfordshire Armed Forces Covenant Board, I'm pleased to be here today to raise the Armed Forces Day flag and celebrate Armed Forces community. Thank you to the Mayor of Hertford Town Council for hosting us here in this historic building. I would like to thank the Vice Lord Lieutenant, the Under-Sheriff, representatives of the Armed Forces, Hertfordshire and Bedfordshire Army Cadet Force, local councillors, officers of Hertford Town and Hertfordshire County Council for attending today in this small but significant ceremony. 2021 marks 10 years since the Armed Forces Covenant was signed in Hertfordshire, a milestone which is reached during a time when our military has been mobilised to help UK citizens at home in response to the pandemic and weather-related events. In the last year, those serving in the regulars and reserves have been helping to respond to flooding and to deliver food parcels to shielding residents, airlifting medical supplies, staffing testing centres and delivering NHS Nightingale hospitals. Armed Forces Day is an opportunity to say thank you to those in the regular forces, and especially today on Reserves Day, to thank those in reserves who have been called to support the pandemic response or to serve in other ways. And I'm especially glad that Captain Derek Twigg, who serves in the reserves as an adult cadet forces volunteer with the Bedfordshire and Hertfordshire Army Cadet Force, alongside his role at Hertfordshire County Council, can be here today as part of this celebration. I'm equally very proud that Hertfordshire County Council holds the Gold accreditation in the Defence Employer Recognition Scheme. I'm also glad that our colleagues from Northwood Headquarters are able to join us today so that we may pay tribute to them and other serving personnel, veterans and their families. And Northwood Headquarters is such a vital element of our defence throughout the country and indeed our representations around the world. Our colleagues, our military colleagues at Northwood Headquarters and the Army Cadet Force are part of the Armed Forces Covenant Board in Hertfordshire. The board brings together business, military organisations, charities and local authorities in a shared commitment to ensure that no veteran faces a disadvantage when accessing public services. The Armed Forces community is honoured and celebrated for the sacrifices that they have made, and the military and civilian communities are well integrated. This year, the board is working hard to ensure veterans face no disadvantage when accessing health services, by working with our partners in the NHS to encourage more Hertfordshire general practices and our hospital trusts to become accredited as veteran friendly and veteran aware. As we raise the flag today, I encourage you to think about how this week and beyond we are all able to show our appreciation and our gratitude for our Armed Forces community and the sacrifices that they have made. In a moment, the last post will sound, after which I will ask you to please join with me for a moment's silence to honour those in the Armed Forces who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you all very much for your attendance today and for showing your support for our armed forces. Thank you.